Debra Lee Baldwin in my garden after a couple of major rainstorms. Come with me as I walk around the garden, assess what needs to be done, and see how my succulents came through all of that rain. You'll get some great tips for your own garden, how to prepare for rain and what to do after the rain. So come with me. Let's pull those rotting leaves right out of there. If a leaf is loose, just pull it right out. And if it shows damage, now feel the stem and it's nice and firm. So I know that this is okay because there's a little bit of rot left right there, that squishy orange part. I'm just going to snip that off to get to nice clean tissue. I need to get rid of that. Be an invitation to mosquitoes. Aeoniums have come out of dormancy now thanks to the rain and have filled in and grown, probably doubled the size of the cuttings I put in the ground. I'm a little concerned about this pot. It's sitting on just the ground, and sometimes what happens, a drain hole will be plugged with mud and a pot will fill with water, but this looks fine. I'm not seeing any standing water. Okay, so this is Agave Americana, Mediopicta alba. There are leaves sitting in there in the crown. During the dry months, that's not a big deal. After rain, it is, because those leaves can decompose and hold moisture in near the crown of the plant and cause it to rot. So those need to come out of there. A black leaf on a succulent that's still juicy, in other words, it hasn't just dried, that's a sign of rot, and you want to get that off the plant. This is completely normal down here. Leaf desiccation at the base of the crown of the plant, that's normal. This can wait, this needs to go right away. I'm tugging to see if it pulls out of the soil, and it doesn't. So that's a very good sign. But I'm still going to cut it off anyway because the leaf has turned yellow. See that brown area? That is soft. So I'm going to trim off these leaves on that sensitive area. But the good news is that the plant's roots have not rotted. One thing you can expect after winter rains, any kind of a puntia cactus you're growing, the paddle cactus, is just going to take off. I planted these from single pads about 3 or 4 years ago, and now they are just as tall as I am. Also, if you grow bulbs in your garden, this is a scilla, they're going to start taking off now too. The other thing that's going to start taking off are any sort of seed-started annuals. Sweet little innocent thing, not doing anybody any harm, just adding a little dot of green. Well, pretty soon that thing is going to double and triple inside and go to seed, and the seeds are going to be something that you definitely do not want clinging to your dog or spreading all over your garden. These are California poppies, so I welcome them. I added the seeds myself. Check your weather report if you live in an area that's prone to frost. Protect your vulnerable succulents, your crassulas especially, and kalanchoe, especially if they're exposed to the open air and there's no kind of overhang. Be sure to see my other video that shows highlights of my garden looking its best in mid-January. I'm Debra Lee Baldwin in my garden.